breakfast at a hotel. This domus is really good. It's just one left. So pretty. And then we have view of the Acropolis. Right outside our breakfast area on the hotel balcony. And this is the surrounding area. Apartment buildings. Look at that. It's not focusing. There we go. Ancient history right in front of your eyes. The slopes of the Acropolis have been inhabited from the prehistoric times on, mainly because of the existence of springs. During the archaic and classical times, this area became an intellectual, cultural, and religious center of major importance for life in ancient Athens. In the 6th century BC, the sanctuary of Dionysos Eleutherius was found on the south slope. The theater of the same name was also established at the time, and it was here that the ancient Greek drama was born and flourished. Further development during the 5th century. And here, Olympian Zeus in the southern suburbs of the ancient city of Athens through similar arteries. Yesterday, we went here, the theater of Dionysus. We're going to go here. And there it is. Here's a tour group that we didn't sign up for, so we're going to do our own tour. And there's people there. And here is the grandeur of the ancient Acropolis. Wow. We're gonna get up there, you guys. Okay. Yesterday we went to the theater at the Delphi, but this is different, okay? Another Roman or Greek theater. It's humongous. Touching the ancient marble rocks that was foundation of all this.
Oh, here comes the guards
ginormous.
to
Really? No, there's no rope around here. Oh my God, my heart was pounding. All these were made by
It would have to be by
hands.
hand. The rocks don't naturally look that way.
Yeah,
So they put it in molds. clay and rocks. Maybe some kind of cement.
But these seems to be less. It's kind of rudimentary compared to these ones over here. These ones are more precisely cut, don't you think?
Yeah.
This is the view from where the Acropolis is, but we're not quite there yet. We still have some steps to climb to get to the Acropolis, but I thought this is a beautiful view, so I gotta get this on camera. There's just so many ruins along the way before going up to the Acropolis.
Yes, we can have that. We can have many, but then one thing is
Live from the Acropolis. This
She just said Andrea Bocelli
yeah.
sings here every 2 years.
yes.
Wow, this is an active theater. There's some people cleaning downstairs.
The beginning of October. So I'm not sure if they are done and they are the Athens festival. I think that the last ones, couple of last ones were cancelled because of the rain. So I don't know if they have something more as the last. It's definitely the end of the year because it's getting colder. So they use it only in the summertime. You see this plastic bags they have.
Looks like they're getting ready for a concert.
This was not from the classical Greece, it came after during the Roman period, and it's still used today.
So she said that the plastic bags that we see,
What's that?
the plastic bags that we see,
I think
they put cushions in there, yeah, because it's uncomfortable to sit on the marble.
Είναι αυτό που άμα φωνάξεις κάτι.
Yeah, they restored the
So
seats.
this used to be the real theater. Backdrop is the ruins, but the seatings have been restored, and they have concerts here like a few times a month. The black garbage bags, like we said earlier, are cushions because it's uncomfortable to sit on a marble seats. Famous artists come here to perform, was what we were told. And look at the backdrop, the city. Amazing. Athens, Greece.
Один за нами сидит. Все. Ну, а что, мы опять шифруемся?
This is the Parthenon.
Staremo per spiegare tutto mentre voglio farvi vedere qualcosa. Il cemento e l'asfalto l'hanno messo quest'anno perché era molto scivoloso.
There's Tony's. Hi, honey.
Hi.
You super tired?
No.
Your hair is out of control. He's so excited his hair is standing up.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, nobody's here. Now, let me give you the details here. I've been waiting for this. So...
before, and it was not copied after. It's just very much unique. So let's go just see the olive tree and the hole on the ceiling, and then we will come back here to walk and get to the Parthenon. So that story, the competition, is the most important. On one of the pediments.
This is us. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. Wow, look at this view.
It's crazy.
Isn't it? Hi.
Crazy.
Sorry. Wow.
We're gonna move. We're gonna move out of America.
Yeah, right?
Look at this.
Is like I need to look wherever I'm trying to go. I need to be way more affiliated with the political stuff.
You gotta be really know. I want to do this. That's why I want to go, right? Exactly.
Right now, I'm not
There, I don't know if you see it in the camera, but on top of the hill is a church. There's churches everywhere here.
Take half my paycheck,
So,
but I want the benefits. Like,
8%.
you know, when in question what it is, it's probably a church
it's like
up there on the hill.
20.
take my money in, but then like I'm
Everywhere we go, we hear people talking about moving here.
I mean, I guess the pandemic kind of changed my because the UK's like I mean they don't no one likes the UK, right? Like
I mean, I had fun over there.
you can enjoy the place.
Yeah,
but
it's the
I mean, like,
best.
Saw the Queen.
You really saw the Queen? Oh my god. I only saw her wait.
We saw the Queen. It was
I bet like you look at all the European countries like
The Greek flag. This is modern day restorations, but I don't know how they lift up this blocks back in the old ancient times. Pretty incredible. Thinking about what human strength can do. Look, he has to use a pulley system. Now we have the Greco-Roman knights here. I think it's Greek. It's kind of interesting, the tour. By suggesting that Tony, since his feet is bothering now after so much walking, he should take this thing to his foot massage. He says no. Okay, this nice gentleman is going to take us to the Temple of Zeus. He's going to show us some, tell us some stories, and here we go. Thank you. Woo.
And
All right.
now, have you been up to Acropolis?
Oh,
Yes.
we just came down from it.
Just came down.
Yeah.
All right. Look. Imagine in ancient times, when the people wanted to create Athens, the first thing that they needed to find was the center of Athens. And for them, the center wasn't the middle point of the area. It needed to be the highest point, because they believed that down were the people living, and up were the gods living. So that's why the highest point was for them a spiritual center. Now, Acropolis means this exact thing. Take the word Acropolis. You have acro and poly. Acro is the highest place, and poly is the city. So Acropolis, the highest place of the city, the highest top.
Yeah. Thank you for that. We didn't know.
You're welcome. Oh, I have. That's nothing. That's just the beginning.
I know, but that's what happened to American education. We don't know anything.
Well, let me tell you, you'll love these stories.
Okay.
Do you see Acropolis?
Yes.
So, looking there, we have two things. We have the temple, which is called Parthenon, and then we have Acropolis, which is including everything, including the walls. Now, the temple was constructed 2,500 years ago. Now, Acropolis on the other side has twice these years, like 5,000 years ago. The written history, it's 2,500 years old, the same age with the temple. But the center of Athens, Acropolis, and the ancient city was here. It has a history of 5,000 years.
Oh, wow.
Imagine.
Yeah.
There is a mythology behind Acropolis. It is said that when the people wanted to create Acropolis, half of the Athenians wanted to give this to the god Poseidon. But and Poseidon, by the way, was the god of the sea and water. But the other half of the people wanted to give this to the goddess Athena. She was the goddess of wisdom and strategy. And the people couldn't decide between them, Poseidon or Athena. So they thought to make a competition for the gods. They asked them to give them a gift. And the best gift will win. And Poseidon, he wanted to impress the people. So that's the reason he gave to them horses. At that time, the horses, symbolized for the people war, because they only ride horses to go to war, to go to fight. On the other side, Athena, the goddess of wisdom, saw that in the town the people didn't have water to survive. So because of that, she gave to them water and also gave them olive tree, which is the symbol of peace. By the way, that's the olive tree. And look at this image from outside. We have Poseidon on one side, that the god of water that don't give you water, instead give you war. And then we have Athena that not only give you water, but also give you peace also. So at the end, the people chose her. They wanted peace, they wanted water. And if a land has water, you can seed, you can plant, you can create a very wealthy land. And after a while, Athens became a wealthy city. And having peace, having wealth, they managed to develop after that democracy, philosophy, all the stuff that they left behind. By the way, this is the museum.
What kind of museum?
Acropolis. This is the museum of Acropolis.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me show you something.
We don't have time.
Imagine there is Acropolis, right?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine 10 minutes walking far from Acropolis, you'll be arriving at the walls of Athens. Actually, the Temple of Zeus is outside of the walls. We'll see that in a couple of minutes. Now, everything that was around Acropolis, inside the walls, here we had buildings, houses, small temples.
Yeah.
Well, because beneath they found ancient ruins, and actually beneath this building, beneath this path,
They found ancient ruins?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, look there. Look like 3 meters farther from this wall.
So there's still more undiscovered
of course.
ruins.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Probably. And it was also the wealthiest city at that time. And that's the Temple of Zeus. And by the way, do you see that? Yes. That's the gate of Athens. A second. What I do is tour around Acropolis to see all these interesting highlights. The Temple of Zeus, the Gate of Athens, the stadium where we had the Olympic Games, the Academy of Athens, the Royal Garden, all this to visit all these important places takes an hour.
So I have somewhere to be at 12:30.
12:30.
Let me find out where it is.
If it's at 12:30, maybe we'll have the time to visit also the stadium. Where we have the...
Yeah, so that could be, well,
if it's in the center, I can drop you. But if it's not, so everything you can see from here.
Oh, okay.
And this is the gate of Athens. Alright? Imagine there was Acropolis, there was the center of Athens, and here was the gate. And here we had walls surrounding Athens. And that was it. That was Athens. Now,
so why did they put Zeus on the outside?
so let me tell you.
Zeus is Roman, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but the original Temple of Zeus, it's not in Athens, it's in Olympus.
Okay.
At the mountain Olympus. There is his place. But let me tell you so you understand. In ancient times, every city was independent in Greece. If a city didn't like another city, they were making war. Athens was an independent city. It was the wealthiest city. Sparta was another independent city. It had the most powerful warriors. And they wanted to find out who's better. So they made war for 30 years. The first who united the Greeks, all of them were Greeks, but they were independent. Like a small country, like a small states. No. The first who united them was Alexander the Great. After Alexander the Great, the Romans conquered the Greece. And they loved to build a lot of stuff. And in Greece, in Athens actually, when they conquered Greece, they built this gate, the Romans. Also the Romans saw that in the town we had a temple for Athena. We had another smaller temples, but we didn't have a temple for Zeus, the big one, the god of the gods. And the 12 gods weren't the religion of the Romans, but they didn't care. They thought that it would be something important. So they also construct the Temple of Zeus, even though it wasn't their religion.
Oh wow!
They just love to build.
Continue your story.
But they like peace too. They don't like people.
So let me tell you, they were let you live. We will respect your religion. We will build a lot of stuff in your town. And if you say no to us, we kill you. We move on with our stuff. But say yes, and you live. You will have your religion, and also we will put our stigma in your town by building. They love to build. And by the way, every time they wanted to extend the towns by building. So they construct the Temple of Zeus outside of the walls with the idea to extend the walls, but they didn't manage to build another walls farther. So at the end it was vulnerable to the intruders, to the enemies. And it lasts only 100 years, unfortunately.
So this is Alexander the Great. He's a Macedonian. Anything else we need to know about him?
So every time you will see a hero riding a horse, if the horse is standing with the 4 legs on the ground, that symbolizes that the hero fought in the war and he survived it and died after the war from natural causes. Maybe he got old, I don't know. If the horse has 1 leg in the air, he was injured in the battle, but he survived it. And also, if the horse has 2 legs in the air, he was killed during the fight. And this is something that is not written in the books of history. It's only known between the architects of the sculptures. Now, you can tell that he won or lost the battle by the tail. If the tail of the horse is up in the air, he lost it. And if the tail is down, touching the ground between the legs of the horse, he won the battle. And let me tell you why. Alexander the Great started to fight at his 19 years old and died at 33. At first he conquered, he united the Greeks, then he conquered the war. At the end, he reached very deep in India, and his soldiers, they were too tired to continue. They were very injured, they didn't have the food, the supplies, the weapons. So they wanted to stop, they wanted to put the barriers there. But Alexander the Great had this ambition to continue, just to conquer everybody. I don't know, he wanted to reach China. I don't know. And his soldiers followed him. but he miscalculated on his last battle his strength, and he was injured in that last battle, and then everybody just retreated with Alexander to save him. So that's the reason. One leg in the air, he was injured, and he lost the battle because everybody retreated.
Oh.
And they made the Olympic Games, they made athletic games, they developed the marathon run.
Wow, look at this.
So, take picture.
Is this modern day or has this been around since?
That's 2,500 years old.
Oh my God. Okay.
Take a picture and then I will tell you the story of this place.
Okay, 25,000.
Yeah, 2,500 years old.
Wow, this stadium, this is what I'm talking about. This Olympic Stadium, where the original Olympics took place 2,500 years ago. No, this was done since 2,500 years ago.
Yeah, that's considered modern. There were 18 Olympics before that.
Here we had, in ancient times, we had athletic games, and in 1896 we had here the first modern Olympic game. 1896.
1896.
First modern Olympic game. Now, do you want to tell you the stories? It will take like roughly 5 to 10 minutes. All the stories.
Okay.
So,
we're just gonna...
have you saw the 300, the movie, right? Now, imagine 10 years before, right? There was the Greeks and there was the Persians. Imagine where Turkey is today. At that place were the Persians. Now, the Persians start to conquer all the nations. And Athens, after the Athenians won against the Persians at the marathon place, that man, Phidippides, ran all the way from Marathon to Athens to announce the news to the Athenians. But he was running with a shield, with an armor, with a helmet, and all this weighed 150 pounds. And after he reached the Athens and announced the news, he died because it was 26 miles. After he died, the Athenians in his memory started to run from Marathon all the way to the stadium. And because of that, today we have the Marathon, which is 26.2 miles. The distance from Marathon to Athens.
Ah, that's why. Thank you for the story. Very interesting.
Actually, the participants had very strong bodies, very strong muscles, and the Athenians wanted to admire. So again with the participants.
Yes.
So at this stadium, the Athenians had the athletic games. The participants at the athletic games needed to be naked for two reasons. First reason, you cannot hide weapons beneath your clothes. Second reason, because they had very strong bodies, very strong muscles, and they love the perfection, they love beauty. And if a body was strong, it was perfect. So they needed to have them like a model. That's the reason all the drawings, all the sculptures at that time are naked. Because they wanted to admire the bodies. Now, after the Athenians, the Romans came here, and when they conquered Athens, they transformed the stadium in a fighting arena for the gladiators. And they had inside lions. The gladiators needed to fight the animals, they needed to fight each other to survive. Only the winner continued to live, the loser died.
That's scary. You go into, you know you're going to die or live.
Well,
and you build your body to look perfect.
The gladiators were slaves. And they, in order for them to regain their independence, they needed to win the last battle. It was only one who survived. Now, after the Romans, the Christianity started to come in Europe, and the people started to change religion. And they started to forget about the ancient traditions. After Christianity, the Dark Age came. The people were poor. They didn't care about all this stuff. Then the Ottomans, after the Persians were Ottomans, and after the Ottomans were Turkey. Then the Ottomans enslaved the Greeks for 400 years, and only 200 years we managed to liberate this country from the Ottomans. And that was in 1821, and in 1896 we had here the first modern Olympic game.
Wow.
That's the
So this lake, is the water warm?
No, the water's clear.
It's just clear?
Yeah.
Man-made or
No, it looks like it's
is this natural lake?
yeah.
85 degrees, huh? So the water here is about 23 degrees Celsius. And
No, it'll be like 70 something.
so it's naturally warm. So that to us is 73 degrees.
Yeah,
And
I know, 25 to 77.
And look at how clear the water is. This is the special characteristic of this lake is the clearness, right? It's so clear. Are there any fish down here?
Yes, of course. When we go inside,
Oh yeah, I
trying
see
to
some
find-
tadpoles.
but it's really small.
Yeah, a lot of small fish. Nothing that you can fish to have dinner with, right? All right. Just want to show you our nice, handsome driver and host. Hi.
Right.
All right, we rushed up here to see the Poseidon, brother of Zeus, temple here. Yes. Okay. Gorgeous view. We're gonna go up there, guys. It's closing, so we gotta rush. All right. Mario's charms didn't work this time, so
Yeah.
we're not allowed to go in.
Almost.
We didn't make the time. Apparently, they close earlier in the fall. It's because summer's over and the sunset's quicker.
It's pretty good right here.
So we, yeah, not here. We go up here. There is the Poseidon. Ooh.
Good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
No.
Hi. Wow. Thank you. Oh.
If your mom was sitting here,
If
what
my
would-
mom,
yeah, if your mother was sitting here,
Yes.
what would you bring her?
we have a very nice menu, so it's up to you to decide.
I know, but if your mom was
Fresh
sitting here,
fish and whatever we have fresh is the most fresh in the restaurant, the best. I'll bring you a plate and then we decide, okay? We decide together. I'll help you like my mom, don't worry. I'll have this, okay?
Είναι στην αγρίδα όπου με κόψει με βάλει, παγρί και ροχό. Και καλαμάρι. Φύγε. Δεν είναι πολύ μεγάλο.
This is very fresh fish, as you can see from its size. This is red snapper. This is grouper, which we cut in smaller pieces and we have slices of it if you want, very fresh, as you can see here. And this is also grouper.
wow.
Okay, alive grouper. We are talking about alive. If you see here, that's why I told you I will bring you the best to show you. Okay.
So Okay, the gills are red.
So these are the best fish that we have in the restaurant right now. Fresh calamari, Greek, and we also have fresh prawns. So maybe you can take a fish as a main course, some calamari as a starter, and a salad, and make a beautiful meal.
But between two of us, can we finish this bigger fish?
Yeah, that might be too big for us.
Μπορεί λέει να είναι πολύ μεγάλο αυτό.
Αυτό είναι γύρω στο 1,5 κιλό.
This is about 1.5 kilo.
Αν καθαριστεί περίπου θα μείνει 6.
It will be about 1 kilo and 200 grams when it's done and clean. This one.
So you think it's too big for us?
Is it good for two people?
If you take, αν πάρουν μόνο το ψάρι, ρε φίλε, αλλιώς είναι πολύ μεγάλο για τους. If you take only the fish and the salad, it's not too big. If you take other appetizers, it's big enough.
You want to do the fish and a salad?
Also, you can tell me whatever you like.
Yeah, we're thinking. What about the calamari and then the rest of it?
No vegetables.
Do you have vegetables?
No, the salad. The salad
You
is
want to do
vegetable.
salad? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So we'll do the salad, the calamari, and the red snapper.
Isn't that a
Red
lot?
snapper, calamari grilled. Ωραία, and the salad, which we will decide.
Oh, that's a lot.
Αυτό ψητό και τη σαλάτα.
Do you have a smaller fish?
Έχουμε λέει μικρότερο ψάρι.
Αυτά είναι χθεσινοβραδινά, γι' αυτό θέλω.
These are today's fish, okay? They brought you the best.
Okay.
Γι' αυτό θέλω. If you... Τώρα τι, να σου πω αυτό. This is the best fish, whatever you like.
Oh, it's best, but if you have a smaller size, we'll take
Έχουμε
it.
μικρότερο λέει μέγεθος, μήπως θες να βάλουμε 2 φέτες σφυρίδα.
Μόνο
The
να κόψουμε από αυτό.
The only thing that I can do better and smaller is to cut 2 slices of this. But this one is better, okay?
Yeah, he
But
likes the red snapper.
This is a very good restaurant.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just try it, huh? We'll try to eat all of it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. This is the salad with Greek cheese. They call it, what do they call it? But it's his favorite cheese.
The waiter's favorite cheese.
The owner or the manager's favorite cheese. Let's try it.
You want to move the bread? I can...
No, you get a taste. You taste it first. See what you think. Wow, the next table had a whole fish. What do you think?
It has mixed greens. It has rocket leaf and then green leaf. Okay, some red leaf. And some arugula.
The point is, how does it taste? Calamari, fresh calamari. The fish is coming out. I'm going to see presentation. That's going to be red snapper, right?
Yeah, red snapper.
Oh my gosh.
This is your fish.
I think it's for 5
I'm gonna
people.
take off the bones, huh?
Oh, wow. Oh.
Some boiled vegetables to join your fish.
Oh. should watch this. Maybe you know how to do it. That fish, I think 4 people can eat that fish. Okay, let's see if you can eat half of it. Because I probably could eat half of it. Wow.
I'll be honest with you. So good fish I haven't given to my mother. no, I say it's Malaysia. I clean a lot of fish here, okay? Enjoy.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'll bring you some more with lemon. Okay. Enjoy the fish.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's enjoy it. Okay, take your first bite here and tell me. No, this time you're not allowed to just say good.
I didn't hear what he said about his mother.
He said, you know, be honest with you, I have never given my mother this fish because it's too good. I think you relate to that. No, just good. What else?
Not overcooked. But it is a thing.
But it's what?
It's sweet. Kind of has a strange, I don't know what you call it, taste. It's not like farm raised. This is tang in it. In the
It's
fish.
wild caught? We'll ask him later.
Well,
if it's wild.
I'm sure it's water caught, but I'm just saying that it has a different flavor. It's not bad. It's just different flavor, kind of tang.
So this is your favorite dish, right? Red snapper?
No,
Pink snapper.
Pink snapper is my favorite dish.
Isn't this pink snapper?
Oh, paka paka. No, this is
He said this was pink snapper.
no, he said red.
We said what?
He said it was red snapper.
Red
He said it was red snapper.
red salmon?
No, red snapper.
Red snapper. Yeah.
My favorite fish is the paka paka, but that's from, you only get that in Hawaii.
Try the brown wine.
Okay.
You said try the wine.
That is good. You not like it?
No, it's sweet like last night. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Thank you. Thinking that. Look at the fish. Looks like he needs some orthodontic care here. The teeth is kind of wild. But the owner said he was caught in the wild. Not freshwater fish.